Alright, let's play some Magic, I suppose. How's everyone doing this evening? Sunshine. Let's start off a little green-black reanimator and see what we think about it. We're a sunfall away from being a real good spot. Or not sunfall, Solidify, I mean. I think I want the outer city sewers. Fear of isolation. We're gonna go ahead and kill this and discard a Atraxa. Cat's out of the bag is what we're doing at this point, but could just cast Kaito here if they want to. That looks like it's going to be Enduring Curiosity, I would guess. Make a fish.
No.
Sacrifice this draw card. To play Fairy Mastermind, we can kill it. Otherwise, we're just going to kill this Flood Pits Drowner. Let him hit us for 4. Not much else we can do. We're just casting this. Block the Fear, or the Enduring Curiosity, I guess. Not a very fun play, but I think we need to do it.
I'm gonna go be a crafty bitch. Goodbye.
Our hand is not coming together. Incredibly dead. Oh, not doing too bad. How are you doing, Chops? I don't think the Reanimator package is particularly good in this matchup for the most part. I mean, like, he'll still keep the Zombify and stuff in, but, like, Fear of Misery is, like, mid. Trim on some of this stuff. I just want to be more mid-rangey with some more removal. That sucks. It's still just kind of beating you around a little bit. Well, that's good. At least you're still chilling. It does suck. The sickness is just kind of lingering. Feels bad, man. Finding Collector's Vault this game should make our matchup a little bit better. Collector's Vault's really good here. That's pretty good. I must have Enduring Curiosity in hand, taking Terror Sunder. Seems like it's as good a spot as any to just stick a Preacher. As good a spot as any to stick a Preacher of the Schism. That's fine. Another Preacher. I don't think I want. I think I just want to draw a card, discard a card, and then just Bitter Triumph this thing. Probably just want the Smuggler's Surprise. I think it would be hilarious. They might. I think it would be horrible for the Bears if they did. McCarthy is not a very. He's like a fine head coach, but he's not that good. Can confirm he's a frustrating person to have as your head coach. I feel like if we would have had someone else who would have won a couple more Super Bowls when we had Roger in his prime. It would be kind of funny if they came back to the division that he started in as head coach. Let's start with... Actually, probably just attack first. See if they want to bounce something. Flip it, Strowner. We're definitely finding the lands. No shortage of lands on this side. Kaito again? Oh, it's Enduring Curiosity. That's pretty good too. These blue-black decks are just so darn efficient. It is hard to do anything against them. Like, this is not good against it. This town ain't big enough, but it's still just the best thing we have. That'll happen. I feel like the matchup for blue-black with this deck is just pretty rough for the most part, especially like the bigger blue-black deck like that. Oh, mastery. I need to go to a mastery. Come on. Gotta get those little tickets in there. Just about done with this battle pass already. Probably branch off, play a little Pioneer tonight too. I want to practice for the playing qualifiers that are this weekend. We're going to play a little bit of Standard first. Little dots off the map here. I feel like that deck just has a terrible blue-black matchup, so I'm not even going to really mess with it much. I feel like if you can't beat blue-black, you can't really play your deck right now, especially not on the ladder. There's so many Pixie decks floating around. It's like 3/4 Pixie, 3/4 Esper. Or quarter that, quarter that. Found mono red. Ooh, no, found delirium. Never mind. Alright, alright. Negative FOMO. At least we can go for the throat that one. Start a Wicker Folk. Just gonna hold up, go for the throat here. See what they get. Patrick Best. I think I'm supposed to kill that now. Oh, I don't have double green. That sucks. They're supposed to know where to run this beastie. Mana base is a little awkward here with the Verges and a Copperline Gorge. Yeah, it's not good. It is far from good. Our mana is fixed if we find a green source, though. We want to play this because we find a torch to the tower. We can cast it. We don't want to tap the black source. Of course, we draw colorless land. Eight, 9, 10. Oof. Do I have a Violent Urge? We're just dead here. We dodged the Violent Urge. Still not really sure how we win this game, but we didn't just die on the spot, so that's good. For the love of God. And that's a fucking tap lane, too. Yeah, we're just dead here. I don't know. I feel like it's okay. It's definitely not good, but I feel like it might be necessary to be able to play like the longer games. We'll see. I'm not sure I'm sold on it. Actually, I do want the Terrace Under, I think. No, that's 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. I want to keep the Terrace Under. Finance cutting A beans. I think the rest of this is fine. Yeah, I do love me some Dragon Force. It reminds me of all the Guitar Hero I used to play. I was a big fan of the Guitar Hero back in the day. It's probably better to just be a Fabled Passage. Guitar Hero 3 was the best Guitar Hero, not close. Hey, thank you for the follow, Admiral. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I also think this Sunken Citadel probably needs to go away. I was definitely more on the Guitar Hero side. Played a lot of Guitar Hero, both Guitar Heroes, well, all three. Oh, you're good. We just want to hit our lands up to 4. Make sure we can get this Overlord down. We'll up here. Next turn we can Sunken Citadel for red if we need to. Or we'll just draw Copperline Gorge. That works too. Hopefully don't hit like FOMO, discard artifact creature and kill us. Or not kill us, but like smack us real good. They have the potential for turn 2 Delirium here, which is gross. If they discard another FOMO or a... Okay, so it wasn't... It could have been any of the artifact or enchantment creatures and it would have given them Delirium. That's quick Delirium. This deck is really scary when you don't kill their creatures early. Oh my god. Oh. No, I did not have fun. That was brutal. There's so many just brutally efficient decks in Standard right now. It's becoming a lot harder to play just like the generic mid-range decks like this. Like these mid-range decks just go a little bit bigger. Oh, we're just gonna run it back. No idea what opponent's doing. Oh, look at that. Easy win. That'll get us back on track, back in our winning ways. I do have Questing Druids. I have a set. I think. I'm like 99% sure I have Questing Druids. Let me check my app. Well, those cards aren't in this phone. They're on my other, they're on Trace's phone. But yes, I'm like 99% sure I have Questing Druids. Trying to put the red deck together.
What's on my phone?
Oh, I was going to see if we had Questing Druids. I'm pretty sure we do. Turn 1 Healer's Hawk, huh? I drew second Black Source, so we can do this if we want to Herd Migration. I don't think we will. We'll just cast Phyrexian Flesh Gorger on 3. It's a green card. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have 4 questioning druids. I thought I did. I think here, I'm fine with hitting that land. I think we're supposed to kill this Apherian Eagle just in case they just hold up counterspells for the rest of the game. Can't afford to take 6 in the air, like 4 turns in a row. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We're just going to attack and then deadly cover up. Gain our 3 life and then cover it up. I don't see a reason not to collect evidence here. Probably are just taking the Apherium Eagles. They got 2 lands in hand. They got Apherium Eagles in the deck. They're playing a full floor, 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻, Trick, Sanguine Evangelist, Invasions. So they really are just on, like, cheap flying creatures. That is just their deck.
Pick your keyblade.
Thank you.
What's it? The Kingdom Key?
The Kingdom Key, yep. Restless Anchorage. Bring it. Gonna be an Overlord turn. They got a 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 trick to tap our Overlord down. Cast Overlord. Purge our Herd Migration into a bunch of 3/3s the following turn also. They don't have any more Anthem effect creatures left, which is good. Well, I'd like to move to combat. Yes, my Overlord has been tapped. Been tapped so good. Let's go ahead and make some things. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible in the air. We don't have lethal. 6 or 15, 21. I guess we do have lethal if they all out attack. So we have the Restless Cottage we can attack with too. So I have to leave something back to block our Overlord. And then we can gain 3 life. We've got 3, 6, 7, which should keep us out of dying in 2 turns anyway. We're in an okay spot here. As long as I didn't like draw another 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 trick, it'd be really bad. Spyglass Siren's fine. They can attack for 7. They attack for 8 now. It destroys. Oh shit! But that's an Anthem too. That's a problem. Yeah, that's exactly what they're for. Those matchups are going to be really tough for us without Obstinate Baloth, because if they just rip our hand apart, it's going to be really hard for us to win. So I think they're kind of a necessity. We're going to cast this first. If we draw a Deadly Cover Up, we're probably going to cast it after combat. So, forces 1 block. I think we're supposed to attack with everything and see what we get. 18 cards, or 20 cards should give us a Deadly Cover-Up, theoretically. Yeah, that's what they're for. They're basically just for that and for... We'll bring in a couple against the normal red deck, not the, like the normal Gruul red. They're a lot better there than they are against, like, the, Leyline, the red Leyline version. That version just bursts you out so quick, like, playing a 4-4 for 4 that gains you 4 life is pretty embarrassing. We want to take their tricks out of their deck. That's really bad for us, actually. That really sucks. Now they can flip their invasion and protect their restless anchorage. I guess we get to swing back 2 times for lethal, theoretically. Second invasion doesn't do anything. It was going to turn this into a 6 power creature, 7 power creature with that map token. Possible. Should be okay here, especially if they try to attack. I think they just have to hold back to block our cottage here. Give us draws to try to get out of this situation we're in here. That wasn't a good one. Not much we can do here except pass. We don't want to attack into their anchorage because they can protect it with the light shield array. Another beans is a great draw. Go beans! Drew a deadly cover up. We can just cast that to draw 2 cards. I actually don't hate that. Something we can grab out of the graveyard we don't want them to have. I don't really... I guess the escort is probably the only thing I care about. Go ahead. Just giving indestructible, we couldn't have even like baited them into animating their thing, and even if it would have killed both our lands, at least they wouldn't have their giant threatening land in play. I actually think I'm supposed to sack a token here. We sack one of our everywhere tokens to get a scry. I think that's worth it. Overlord's great. Hey, Corey, how you doing tonight? E-Pulse, huh? Alright, well, the Wraths are good. I don't think Pyroclasm's quite as good. It's probably still playable. Definitely with the Torch. Probably with those. Probably about it. Don't need the Vivian. Flesh Gorgers are fine. Probably trim on one of these and the Pillage the Bog. Oh, that sounds fine. We'll go for Throw It up the Beanstalk. Herd Migration hit his lands if we need to. I do think we need to play with the mana base a little bit. I'm not super thrilled with how we have things configured at the moment. Torch is fine. We can turn this on red. Problem is it's like 2 turns away. They're playing a Furium Eagle next turn. We're in a pretty rough spot. Probably supposed to hold up removal / herd migration here. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub, Admiral. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for everyone for hanging out in the stream tonight. Hope you're all having a good time. Just a pass, huh? Suppose we can just do this. So we get ourselves a Mountaina. Hey, thank you as well, Bald Bull, for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support and coming and hanging out in the channel. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm just trying to have a nice, chill experience here. It's like playing Magic and trying to help people learn some things every once in a while. Try to get myself prepped up for playing in a Pro Tour again. Try to get as much standard in as I possibly can. I don't know if we want a Beans here or not. I kind of want to get the Sunken Citadel back into play too. Like, they obviously have spells. I think they probably have the Escort. I think we're just not playing a tap land this turn. We're just playing Beanstalk and a Mountain. And if they flash their thing in, we can kill it with the trigger on the stack. Just to get the 2-1 out of play. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Because we're not under a lot of pressure right now. If they pass here, I think I'm supposed to go ahead and try to hit something. Rune Lurker Bat is probably the best of those 3 threats, because it actually does something. Thank you for the follow, Call the Llamas. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Honestly, just wish this was a freaking Cavern of Souls. I think every time we've drawn it, it would have been better as a Cavern of Souls. I think this is a safe Overlord turn. I'm glad. Glad you're having a good night. Glad you're enjoying it. I just wanted to stick my giant enchantment creature into play, opponent. How dare you counter it? Now is it a Furium Eagle time? They're also going to start casting Fae. The 3-mana Fae card now. Sanguine Evangelist, huh? We can give it nowhere to run. There's so many just annoying 1/1 things on their side of the battlefield. I don't particularly want them to counter this and force us to like cast double removal spells on this, so I think I'm just going to kill it now. It does mean we probably are taking 1 more damage here. But I think this is where we want to be. We'll also have a Go for the Throat if they do decide to play a Furium Eagle. And we can Maelstrom Pulse the 2 bats away next turn if we want to. It's not like a amazing use of our resources, but it's better than nothing. That card's like really good right now. Like Anthem, your 3 mana, Anthem your team, and destroy an enchantment is one heck of a magic card at this point in time in Standard. Let's go ahead and kill this. We're going to take 6, and then we can kill the 2 bats next turn. And here I think we want the Sunken Citadel down to make it cheaper to activate our Restless Cottage. And I'll tap for 2 for it. Yeah, exactly. So I think getting rid of that on our turn is definitely worth it, just in case they do have a protection spell, because it's going to be quite a bit more damage if we don't. Doing good, Cerebral. How are you doing tonight? The Rune Lurker Bat is back. We do have a lot of lands. Not a lot going on with them right now. That card's not good for us. Overlord of the Hauntwoods doesn't do anything. Just can't block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate this. Attack. Gain 3. We go to 9. Take 3, 6, 7, 8. I guess we're technically not dead. We are very technically not dead here. Nick is my name. What does that do? We still take lethal because they'll have the Ethereum Eagle and a Healer's Hawk. We kill the 2 Rune Lurker Bats. We can only gain 3, so that's not good enough. I'm just gonna do this now. Do your worst opponent. Yes, Nick. Yep. A lot of overlap. Interesting. They chose not to Ethereum Eagle. It is a banger. I love this song. I mean, I think we're supposed to attack and try to gain life again, I guess. I mean, I guess we're just dead now. 3, 6, 7, 8. We go to 7. Yeah, that was a bad play. I guess they don't know for sure we don't have a removal spell. I'd really like to see Rise Against in concert at some point in time. I think that'd be a really good concert to see.
Next year or this year.
Oh, are they coming around this year?
Yeah.
Where are they going to be? Do you remember?
I think Omaha.
In Omaha?
Because they're going with Papa Roach.
Oh, that's right. I guess we do get to see them this year. They're going to be in Omaha.
I'm pretty sure.
We do try to get around to quite a few concerts if we get the chance to. Sounds kind of awkward, but I think we have to keep it. The mana in this deck is not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Ooh, yes, look at that double red spell. Beautiful. Just what we always wanted. Invasion of Gobekhan. Honestly, I'm assuming they're just going to take our Phyrexian Flesh Gorger here. This is probably just the right choice. We can't prototype it, because I think we can only prototype from our hand, right? Is that how prototype works? Oh no, you can still cast it for its prototype cost from out. I thought you had to do it from your hand. Can we draw an untapped green source off the top, please? Damn it. Okay, well, that's fine too. At least we found a green source, I guess. Oh yeah, I bet that's probably fair. Atlanta's a pretty big hotspot for anything, it seems like. Yep. I'm assuming they have a counterspell for this. That's what it feels like, but I mean, we can't not cast our spells, so. Very well. Very well might have. You never know. Tried to clean up my playlist a little bit from what uh, I usually listen to, just my normal like stuff on Spotify, just for a little trimmed down version for streaming. Still need to find some more stuff to add. I've had it pretty much the same since I started streaming again. It's getting a little old. Wouldn't mind adding a few different things to the playlist. How do we get ourselves out of this predicament? We need to try to force them to cash in that light shield array. The problem is this, on end step, I have a feeling they're just going to... I mean, I honestly think we're just supposed to Wrath here, right? And force them to crack this now or have a counterspell, but they're not putting more pressure into play. I don't know if we have those on here. I might have to add them. I love both those songs. They're both fantastic. Like, worst case scenario, we would have, like, torched this and, like, tried to play around the light shield array, and they would have just jammed more fairies like this and then just absolutely beat us to death. Yeah, we're playing, like, a Jund Beans deck. Something I've been wanting to try out for a little while. Yeah, I had some in this moment. It's been a while since I've listened in this moment. Then another Requisition raid. I think we're just dead. We can torch this, save us some damage. Play Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, but then we have nothing to block, so it doesn't really matter. We kill a... They have another fucking manland too. 3, 6. How do we... I don't think we can live through this. They did. They did put a lot of bodies really quick, which is hard for us to deal with. Play Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. There's no way for us to live here. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We have died. Clinic concerts. Apparently yes, there is. I will be going to that as well. That sounds super cool to me. Really excited to go see that.
What?
The Naruto Symphony concert. Definitely my favorite anime. I would very, very happy to go and see all the music, because all the music in there is fantastic. We have a bunch of that. I have quite a few of the opening songs from Naruto in the stream playlist as well. Could I hop in the Explorer queue? Youthful Valkyrie? I don't see any play in Standard. What's going on? Honestly, I think I'm just supposed to kill this thing now in case they have a Surge of Salvation or something strange. I guess this works against Surge, but card still scares me. What's a lot in a song? Inspiring Overseer. I want to do this now in case we draw a tap land next turn and want to play with our Overlord. This is probably what we're doing regardless. Your move, opponent. Lyra. That's a big one. I would like to kill that giant angry thing right now. I guess we could have Vivian'd it, and then Vivian just dies. I don't think that's worth it. Vivian kills flyers, doesn't it? It does. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Well, we're murdering that with Vivian this turn. Playing against Angel's Tribal, huh? Man, I really wish we'd drawn untapped land so we could cast this nowhere to run to. I mean, we just have to kill the Seraph. Can't let that sit around another turn. Play Vivian as a roadblock again. It is. But eventually they'll run out of good threats, probably. Exemplar of Light is interesting. Oh, I guess I didn't know what that one did. Does it not gain a life? Oh, it just puts a counter on. I thought it gained a life and put a counter on. That makes more sense. We don't have a good way to kill that, which is awkward. So, our Overlord's going to come into play this turn. We play up the Beanstalk and then cast Nowhere to Run and Torch the Tower, so I guess that's what we're doing. Pass. We also have to worry about that Soulstone Sanctuary on the ground. I know, right? It should have reach instead of no text. I mean, why not give it reach? Be completely fair, I think. Alright, well, block here. Oh, you have effects? Elspeth's Smite. I don't care. That's fine. I mean, we need help to be able to win this game anyway. Sack and Nowhere to Run to try to scry into something here. That's a good one. That kills a 4/6. I also would like to see what's in your deck, opponent. This is going to be the hardest thing for us to kill, so I think we just take the Steel Seraphs. And it's a card I'm assuming they're playing 4 of. Oh, they're playing Roaming Thrones, too. It's also a card that's going to be hard for us to kill. Resplendent Angel, Gilda, Lay Down Arms. They are playing 3 Surge of Salvation. That is something we need to make sure we remember. And that is why we took the Steel Seraph, because we can deal with Lyra a lot easier than we can deal with the other one. Go ahead. Next turn we start chunking in with the Restless Cottage too. I would like to attack with my creators. Go ahead. We did turn the corner quickly and are killing them in a good hurry here. That resolves.